Raw, Monday Night Raw. Ruined the intro, thanks my voice. We have a Monday Night Raw held in front of a sold out crowd of 9,000 people in the Extravaganza Event Center. I think some stuff's changed, you see. Ooh. Oh! I'm working on some stuff. I was going to change all the pictures because, let's be honest, they look nice up close, but when they're this small, they don't look the best. So I'm going for a new thing. Check TEW2020 to see it because it came out recently on there. I think. Don't know how long ago it was. We start off the show with old Aleister Black, who, later on in the evening, is going to be having an open challenge. Ooh. And, because of last week, it's also been confirmed, Asuka and Mickie James will be teaming up to face Natalya and Lana later on. Whoa! And not only that, we also have the 3-on-3 Apollo's Alliance. It's kind of a stable I'm making temporarily. Versus the Hurt Business. If the Hurt Business win, Apollo, he's no longer champion worthy. If Apollo's team wins, Apollo will go on to face Bobby Lashley again for one more shot at the US title at Judgment Day. Yeah. This has been similar to the stuff we did recently with Aleister. He sits in a room, doesn't talk. You can see anger build on his face. This is the straight face, and then he gets angrier and angrier. And he quickly steps up, grabs the stool he's been sitting on, a wooden stool, and smacks it across the wall behind him. Leaves a hole in the wall, breaks the stool, and then he storms off in anger. Say, oh! Aleister's one mean chap. Then we go on to a 24/7 segment featuring old Keith Lee, same way in the 42. Keith Lee, later on in the night, is going to be facing Humberto Carrillo. And he just wants to make it known he doesn't give a shit about the 24/7 title. And, you know, if he beats Humberto, then probably beats Keith. Keith Lee does not want to win the 24/7 title. And he doesn't want it on the line. So, in a rare occasion, the match later on between these two will not be for the 24/7 championship. I just had to make that known. You know, instead of being like, there's 24/7, any pinfalls count. I have to make a segment to make sure people knew. And speaking of which, same lane as 60, going on to Natalya and Lana versus Asuka and Mickie James. Did not know I put on this early in the show, but I did. What can you do? For the bout that didn't have much heat in terrible wrestling, Asuka and Mickie James defeated Natalya and Lana in 14-13 when Mickie James pinned Natalya with a kick check. Mickie James was the weak link trying to keep up everyone else's ring performance. So basically, Natalya wants to show against Asuka, but then she's also just been pinned by Mickie James. And if Natalya thinks she's on that level where she gets a title shot, Mickie James should also be on that level where she gets a title shot. And it might be resolved next week. Probably will. Lana with a 54, Natalya with a 59, Mickie James with a 45, and Asuka with a 67. Lana had poor psychology, Mickie James declining physical ability. We don't talk about the announcing quality issues because, yeah. Then we go on, same lane of 46, to the Hurt Business. You see this nice little new graphic? That's not lasting long. Sorries. So MVP comes out with Lashley and Benjamin with a contract in his hand. And he states that this contract was the one he signed when he first came back to the WWE. Well, like when he signed a long-term deal. Because he has like a few short appearances. But the contract he has on him is a full-length, 3 years minimum contract deal. And it specifically says that he is not allowed to compete in the ring. So to solve that issue, he thought he would go look around and see someone who fits the image of the Hurt Business. And debuting on Monday Night Raw is Isaiah Swerve Scott. If people know me from Wrestling Amino, you might recognise that I've done something similar to this on a fantasy booking series I'm doing on there. Check that out. Check it out. Thanks. It's basically this, but you know, more wordy. Yeah. So basically it leads into the triple threat. I didn't know about this until this show. I had to add this in. So the match card still has MVP on it. But I said as well, so I was taking his place. Because I didn't know this until trying to book the match. But he's not allowed to wrestle, which says in his contract. His contract is pure... He can be an active wrestler, but due to his contract, it's anything not involving wrestling. And, you know, fighting wrestling. So, yeah, he can't wrestle. Which also kind of messes some plans I had for Judgment Day. Yes, he was supposed to wrestle on Judgment Day. Not anymore! Don't have to fix that before I get to it. Okay. And then we go, second reign of 60 again. We go into the Hurt Business versus Apollo's Alliance. It's a big, juicy match filled of flippy kids, Apollo, kind of flippy Gold Standard Shelton, broody Bobby Lashley, and flippy Isaiah Scott. In a terrible match, Apollo's Alliance defeated the Hurt Business in 1627 when Ricochet pinned Shelton Benjamin with a standing shooting star press. Ricochet won the match. Not only won the match, Ricochet got Apollo the title match at Judgment Day. If it wasn't for Ricochet, the match probably wouldn't be happening. So Ricochet is just basically giving Apollo a title shot. Well done, Ricochet. He was also head of his shoulders above everyone else. Pog. Isaiah Scott was the weak link. Makes sense. Bobby with a 57, Shelton with a 54, Isaiah Scott with a 56, Cedric Alexander with a 60, Ricochet with a 71, oh damn, and Apollo Crews with a 40. What? He should be higher than a 48. He should be higher than a 48. Yeah, he's seen Ruff's game too, which kind of adds to it, but still, not 48. MVP does some good work at ringside. Bobby Lashley and MVP make a good pairing. Charlotte Benjamin inconsistent. Bobby Lashley declining physical ability. Apollo Crews inconsistent. And dabbity doopity doo. Then we go on, second reign of 52. A match with the return of Robert Roode. Because he hadn't returned in this save yet until now. So Robert Roode, well, he has and I don't remember. Either way, if he has returned, it's just a match with Robert Roode. If he hasn't returned, welcome back Robert Roode. He faced off against Dominik Mysterio in a terrible match. Dominik defeats Robert Roode in 13-21 by pinfall with a punt kick. I forgot to change that. He's like, I can hear the voices, Randy. And he charges it and kicks the leg off. And the head flies over back to Canada. If that's how it went, that'd be so funny. Robert Roode with a 53. Dominik Mysterio with a 47. Robert Roode inconsistent and has declined physical ability. Dominik was inexperienced. And that's all that there. But post-match, second reign of 52. Rollins and Murphy, they come up onto the ramp. And they're just joke applause. They're, oh, well done. Well done. You beat Robert Roode. He hasn't been booked. Well, has he? He's basically shit show in this company. And of course, last week they were talking about a new disciple. You can see on the screen. Here's the newest disciple. Killing Dane. He goes over the barricade, slides in, and crumples Dominik Mysterio. Literally smashes him in the back. He's just crumbling on the floor. He's like, oh shit. Killing Dane picks him up, hits his finisher. I don't know what his finisher is. And just beats the shit out of him. And then, he like gets down on one knee and prays to the Messiah. Because, it's a cult! Cult! Yeah. Cult. Cult Pog. Then we go in the lane of 58 Montez Ford versus Dolph Ziggler. And that had a decent reaction in the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Montez Ford defeated Dolph Ziggler in 13:33. And Ziggler was disqualified when Andrade ran in and attacked Montez Ford. Does he want the smoke? Does he want the smoke? The smoke? The smoke? The smoke? The smoke? I'm probably going to do something. I'm not proud of the tag division on either show. I'm probably going to walk something around to, you know, have the tag team division good. Yeah. Yeah. Montez Ford, inexperienced. Same way, yeah. Jason Jordan, of course, you know, he got injured in 2018. Was it 2018? Was it 2018? Wow, he's been gone for over 2 years. Kind of doesn't feel like 2 years. Well, it does. Feels like 18 years at the same time. You get my point, don't you? Time's go by fast. We're all getting older. We'll die faster. Yeah. And thank you. Then main of 59. Christian Cage. He returns after being injured by the Randall Keith. And also, kind of forgot the fact that Big Show's involved in that rivalry. Kind of made him return and just lose to Keith Lee. So, yeah. I forgot Big Show was one of the people injured by Randy Orton. And then, you know, I saw clips of Clash of Champions. And the Big Show was, like, talked about. Yeah. Christian Cage returns with the Big Show. So, you know, Orton tries to attack him. They can get revenge. And, you know, he gives Orton a piece of his mind about the shit he's been causing, you know. Injuring Edge, injuring Big Show himself, Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, all just to get a title run, calling himself the Legend Killer at the age of 40. Is he 40 or 39? I don't know. Wait, what? Like, I remember I saw like a while ago the age of 39. I was like, holy shit, he's 39. He rattles like he's in his mid-40s. But basically, he just mocks or, you know, called himself the Legend Killer when he is basically a legend at this point. You know, or the future Hall of Famer. Make no mistake about it. Like the youngest World Heavyweight Champion. Unless that's been changed, I think he is still known as the youngest World Heavyweight Champion of all time. And that was long, long, long ago. Just taking a knife. It's like, bitch. There you go. The open challenge. Aleister Black's open challenge. So main 63. He comes out, does his usual demonic entrance. He sits in the ring. As he just stares up the ramp. And then Kevin Owens' music hits. Kevin Owens is back after a short little absence. He walks onto the ramp. He stares down at Aleister Black. Aleister Black has a little bit of a shocked expression. He's trying to hide it. Kevin Owens charges down to the ring. Aleister Black gets up. Owens slides in. Aleister tries to fast jump. Starts beating him down. Starts beating on the back. But Kevin Owens reverses into a pop-up powerbomb. Then starts laying in a load of punches. Picks him up. Throws him on the ropes. Goes for a pop-up powerbomb. Aleister Black reverses. Tries to hit a black mass. Kevin Owens ducks. And then ducks into a stunner. And then Aleister Black rolls out before Owens able to do any more damage to him. And yeah, Aleister Black did a big challenge. It's basically just a segment to, you know, add some flames to this feud. Instead of, you know, Aleister Black just beating up old people and WWE alumni like Bob Holly. Yeah. Basically it there. There you go. Now we go into the match Keith Lee does not want to win the title from because he obviously wins. 7:59 in a terrible match. Keith Lee defeated Humberto Carrillo in 13:11 by pinfall with a power slam. Humberto with a 45. Keith Lee with a 64. Penalised for stamina. Stamina? Nah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm in at 49. I'm trying to be a little quicker because I like through the footage. I can see a load of spots where it's just pure silence like this. And it's kinda, weird and kinda, stops the momentum. So I'm kinda trying to add a little too much momentum. Because that makes it more enjoyable, I guess. And by the way, so Humberto Carrillo, he's on the floor. He's been hit with a giant power slam, and like his finisher, that giant, the spiller bomb. There you go. So he's hit with that. He's basically out. And R-Truth, he crawls out from under the ring, and he's looking around and seeing that the coast is clear. He looks over onto the mat and sees Humberto Carrillo laid out on the floor. He quickly slides in. A referee notices. He's like, "Oh God, 24/7," and then he slides in. 1, 2, 3. R-Truth once again, the 24/7 champion, rolls out, quickly snatches his baby, and runs off into the crowd as they're like, "Yay! He got his baby! Hello, little Jimmy!" Oh yeah, by the way, WWE brought little Jimmy back, and I don't know why, but I'm kind of happy. Little Jimmy, he just doesn't have the ability to age, does he? And he's still acting like little Jimmy 7, where at this point probably 15. Right? I don't know. 7 reign of 63. Jason Jordan doing some more shit work. Okay, it's a quick little segment. You see the WWE champion Drew McIntyre. I'm not Scottish. Sorry for the accent. You see him walking down. He's kind of happy to see 2 out of the 4 people injured are back, but he's not very pleased with the fact that thingamajig happened. Oh yeah, I never gave Orton a promo to talk about how he won the match. But he's not happy he has to face Orton again. He already did it once. He's like, "Oh, I don't have to deal with this idiot again. Can the legend just beat him up? Thanks." Where he's approached by Christian. And then Christian's like, I want to talk to you in private. Come into this room. And conveniently, there's an empty room right next to them. Convenient, am I right? So then, Drew's like, okay. And Christian ushers him in there. And then he looks around and goes and closes the door. And it's the Legends Lounge! It's back! So the Legends Lounge is back. Why has Drew McIntyre been ushered into the Legends Lounge where all the legends stay? Because they're legends and can't sit on normal seats. They need comfy sofas. Anyway, 7 to 52. A nice promo to have Florence formally introduce the newest disciple, the monster of the church, Killian Dane. Ever since, one half of the Authors of Pain got injured, and then, they got released way later on. It's only been Murphy and Rollins besides that time with Austin Theory. But he's not really a good muscle for the group. For a group like this, a cozy group, you need, similar to the Straight Edge Society, you need a big guy, the muscle of the group. Straight Edge Society had Doc Gallows, Luke Gallows, for all of you uncultured swine. And similar to that, you need someone to do all the heavy work, and that's when Killian Dane comes in. And Rollins wants to reassure the people that this isn't the extent of the growth of the church. The church will continue to blossom, to form the area to dominate across the entire WWE roster. We'll get another man to team with Murphy here for the tag team titles. And Murphy, you can see, is like, wait, what? I had the rest of the tag titles? I mean, I'm mid-card Webby title. He's the I've been by your side since the very start. Hasn't, but roll with it here. He's held the tag titles with Rollins. He's like, wait, I haven't been relegated to the tag division with someone. He doesn't seem very pleased about that. And then Rollins, Yeah, he really shows the expression. He doesn't. He's not a big display. He just looks over and gives a what the fuck face. And Ron continues talking about how they're gonna get a woman to join them so they can conquer the women's division. He talks about how the greater good. Yeah, they lost last week, but the greater good is still on the right track. And it starts by wiping away that toe rag of the Dominik Mysterio and the Mysterio family in general. Great promo, I know. Main event time. Randall Keefe versus The Big Show. Segment rating of 75. Pog. Yeah. And about the had good heat and decent wrestling. Randall Keefe defeated The Big Show in 12:31 by stoppage when Big Show was injured and could not continue. First start, kayfabe injury. Second thing, not a big injury. But I could have picked, stopped and could not continue thing. But I think I did that last episode. And I did that last episode for the Aleister Black match on SmackDown. So I didn't want to do it 2 episodes in a row. So I thought I would put a different thing. Still means the same thing basically. But he's acting like he's like hurt. It's like injury hurt. He's not injury hurt, he's just severely hurt. He'll still be here for next week. And by the way, he'll be here next week. Yeah! Undertaker! Thank you, Undertaker. Big Show is penalised for stamina and declining physical ability. Orton's doing okay. Post-match, the final segment of the show, segment rating of 57. Orton, he goes into the corner. He's going back to that place. You can hear the voices in his head. They are talking to him. And he sets up, and he's getting ready to punt Big Show for the second time. So, he's about to do it. When suddenly, Christian slides in with a metal pipe. Christian McIntyre slide in. Christian slides in with a metal pipe. And, he gets it and hits Orton in the arm once. Orton quickly rolls out of the ring. It's like, holy shit. And then, out of nowhere, Drew McIntyre pops out of nowhere, literally, and hits a Claymore kick from out of nowhere. Yeah. Kind of go back to that point of SummerSlam, you didn't expect anything. You didn't see it coming. We didn't see Roman coming. You'd be expected an RKO and a Claymore pick, and that never happened. It deserves to give a 1-up to Christian, the Big Show. Big Show's alive, basically. There's a 1-up for Christian. And, McIntyre gets revenge in a way, kind of, a little bit. Oh, an overall rating of a 70. I'm happy with that. Mainly carried by this. We're not doing good with, the other stuff, because everyone else is, it's some people it's 70 by performance and all that, but then everyone else is 60s or 50s, so it doesn't really help much. So I hope you'll enjoy it. Make sure to slap that like button if you want to see more. Make sure to comment what you thought of the show, any potential signings you want to see me do, any challenges you have for me, anything at all regarding the series, any future series, or anything about my content, or anything about me as a human being. If you do that though, you're weird. Comment it down below. Share this video and all of my TEW videos with people who also enjoy mediocre TEW content. Subscribe, smash that notification bell, it's in this video stream. Like the second channel, ArchoToo. We're doing a lot of Among Us stuff over there. Some other stuff soon, maybe, potentially. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, bow, chicka, whoa, whoa. I'll see you guys next time. Show out. Peace.